This week's power rankings may be the most important of the season. Now that we are about halfway through, we've seen what teams look like playoff hopefuls and what teams look like playoff hopeless. Some new emerging titans, veterans using their experience, and some teams that didn't win a map all week long. Let's get into the bottom, middle, and top of our league. Starting as we always do with the teams more situated towards the bottom of the table. For me, this is Too Real, Gus, and Desmond. Too Real has now lost 7 in a row, going from a potential threat to almost a guaranteed win if you are up against them. Gusify, a team who just a few months ago went all the way to grand finals and even started this season 7-3, has now fallen all the way to now 9-12 and just finding 2 wins in their last 11 games. Desmond is a team that just can't seem to get the luck to go their way. From nades to resets to round 11 losses, this team has just had heartbreak after heartbreak this season. Regardless, an 8-13 record prevents me from moving them any higher. Now into the mid-table where it is more competitive than ever. Here, I have Phantoms, Glowcent, Kamwa, and Equip. For Phantoms, it's just inconsistencies. In their last 4 games, they have a 6-2 victory, then a 6-2 loss, and a 6-1 loss, then a 6-1 victory. It always leaves you feeling a little bit unsettled as to what version we're going to get of this team from map to map. Glowcent, a team that was once 2-10 and is now 6-12. The record may not be that impressive, but this is the best that we've seen from Glow and Beam all season. Impressive victories over Equip, Visma, and I Believe tell me this team could be on the way up. For Kamwa, it seems like the break you took during week 3 has really started to affect you. Coming into last week's power rankings with a 7-2 record, now just sitting at 9-7. It's the first bit of struggle that we've really seen from this team, but I do believe that the talent is going to be able to help them bounce back. Equip is probably the strongest team that we have in the middle of the pack, with just a few spotty performances after dominating the early part of the season. Now for the top 4 of the league, which might be the best top 4 that we have ever seen. I Believe, Visma, Proto, and Intex. Starting with your defending champs, I won't lie, they had me in the first half. Nothing to write home about as they started off 6-6. I honestly thought the story might be over. All of a sudden, they have won 4 games in a row and have gone from out of the playoffs to now a top 4 seed. The Cinderella story has continued for Viz and I'm Not Effective, winning 10 out of the last 13 games since being the last team in the league. Viz currently sits at 3rd on our table, but I'm on the edge of my seat to see if they can keep this up. Proto is a team that has put the league on notice as of late. Missing the first week of action, it left a lot of questions that they have answered all of. A little bit of a slow start to the year has now been met with stunning performance after stunning performance as they have now taken the #1 seed in the league. And last but certainly not least, we have Intex. They say consistency is key, and if you believe that, then there's no one better than Intex. Never losing more than 2 games in a row all season, holding a 12-5 record, and having the highest win percentage in all of the league at 70%. Come back next week to see how things have shaken up, as we will then be over halfway through on the road to playoffs.